Like and subscribe, share if possible. Facts that the media is ignoring that are pertinent to the Israeli and Palestinian conflict. 1. Israelis are not Jews. They are Khazars, and they should not be called Jews because Jews are by blood. Khazars created Judaism as a religion, studied the religion, and then they converted to Judaism and kicked Jews out. That's the first problem that the media is not bringing up. Secondly, Israel is talking about they have a right to defend themselves, but they moved into a country called Palestine, and they only made up about 5% of the country. Now they make up 90% of the country. So they are the aggressors. They are the aggressors. Why isn't anyone bringing this up? 3. Hamas. Who is Hamas? Hamas is Israel. Hamas is Palestine's army. That is their defense. If there was no Hamas, there would be no Palestine right now. They would be gone. So, and October the 7th was actually a response to all of the attacks that Israel has made to the Palestinian people. Hamas is their military. Hamas is the military of Palestinians. That's obvious, and and to repeat myself, if they weren't there, Palestinians would be erased. They would be gone already. Now, let's go to October the 7th. Well, Palestine has a right to defend themselves from the aggressor who is the Israelis who moved into Palestine, and they have been pushing them out, taking their land, and committing genocide. So that should be brought up. Now, going back to October 7th, what happened? The Palestinians attacked the Israelis' military, and it has been documented that they killed approximately 400 soldiers, and there were some civilians in there. But the mass of people were murdered by the Israeli military. The 800 people, approximately 800 Israelis, were murdered by their own military, who went into a shock and was just shooting everybody and everything that moves, and witnesses have said this. Another thing, why isn't the media telling the truth about prisoners? The reality is the Israeli prisoners of Hamas stated that they eat the same food that Hamas eat, and that Hamas treats them good, treats them fairly, treats them equally. On the other hand, Palestinian prisoners of Israel are tortured, beaten, and raped. And that's the fact. And that is the facts according to the prisoners themselves. And finally, why doesn't the media bring this point up? Jesus in the Bible, Revelations 2:9 and 3:9, called the Israelis the synagogue of Satan. Now, why don't we bring up the fact that Jesus is anti-Semitic? Why do they ignore the fact that the Pope said that Israelis are committing genocide. Now, why doesn't the media bring that up? Why doesn't the media bring up the fact that the Pope said that Israel was committing genocide? So my question is this: Does the Pope hate Israelis as well? Does the Pope hate Israelis? I mean, they're blaming South Africa as being anti-Semitic. Does the same thing go for the Pope? And does the same thing go for Jesus? And if you go back in history, you will see that where Harry Truman said that Israelis can't be trusted. So there is a legacy of people saying that the Israelis can't be trusted, are evil, and that includes the Pope. Plus, we know this for a fact that they are not Jews by blood. They are converts. They are Khazars. And they just picked the name Ashkenazi out the Bible and then studied Judaism, and now they have converted to Judaism and then just lied and taken the whole religion over. And then why don't we bring up the fact that they also bombed the USS Liberty, an unarmed Navy vessel that was clearly marked? Now, why doesn't mainstream media bring these facts up? It's true, it's documented, and it's all in the internet. Why didn't mainstream media show the accusations leveled against Israel by South Africa? But see, Israel is doing the same thing Trump does. They accuse people of doing what they do. Then Israel hasn't proven that they're not committing genocide. They don't attack the facts. They attack the accusers who are telling the truth. Now, why are they digging that tunnel? And for what reason, for what satanic reason are they digging that tunnel? It is definitely not for the good of humanity. In my opinion, it's probably aimed toward a group of protesters. That is my opinion. It is aimed toward pro-Palestinians. And I'm glad they found it. Now they need to tell the people of this country what were they doing. Like and subscribe. Talk to you later.